What's that?
She's filming us.
Oh.
So what exactly are you protesting? Just if you could, like in a sentence or two. Or not even protesting, but
We're
like...
not antagonists.
Yeah, I mean...
We're not, really.
But like specifically.
We're just documenting.
What publication are you working for?
We have a podcast.
We have a podcast.
Oh, really? What is it called?
Friends of Zeus.
Friends of Zeus?
Yeah.
His name's Zeus.
Yeah. He's my friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, so I hear a lot from a lot of people about like what this is about, and I'm like, what exactly is it? In other words, is it anti-war? Is it anti-Israel? Is it all of that? Is it like?
I would say it's pro-humanity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it
That's a great answer.
No, it is. But like, what would need to happen for you to be like, okay, we're done here. This is good. I know it's roughly.
That's good.
Roughly.
Well, originally we were saying ceasefire, but you know that was back in October.
Right. And this has been here for a while. I just drove by here like 2 days ago, and I was like, I want to get some footage because I didn't even know you guys were out here.
Yeah, it's been over 2 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you been here the whole time?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Do they does the district make you get a permit, or?
Honestly, I'm not sure. We have an organizer that you can speak to. Yeah.
Because I was like, there's all kinds of laws on how to do stuff, but I'm like, it's got to be different with an embassy, because I'm sure embassies have like their own, there's rules, security, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, we've worked with law enforcement, so everything we're doing is according to
Orderly.
has it been pretty peaceful? I mean, here in this area, or
like on our end, we're
on your end? Yeah.
With the general public, you get like a mixed bag.
Would you say like, are the people like, yay, that's awesome, or like, hey, screw you, like most people driving by, or is it none? Are people basically quiet, or?
Mixed bag.
It's a mixed bag. You'll see. Like you'll probably see.
We don't have that much time, but.
Yeah. I would say that for the ones who do respond, it's probably mostly positive. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna keep walking. If I think of another question, I'll let you know on the way back. But.
May I ask, where are you from?
I'm from Virginia.
Oh, okay. The DMV. Yeah.
DMV. Yeah.
See. See, it's like it's like bus stop. Yeah, don't get hit. That would not be good. And then there's like some more across the street. We'll go down to the corner and just cross. You know what I mean?
How do you like that?
I kind of like this side.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I like that. What do they call that? Bombastic side eye.
Bombastic. Mr. Fantastic.
Hello. We were just we have a podcast. We're just like documenting stuff down here. We talked to your friend too, and she had a good answer. But what would be your why you're here? Like, what's your like 1 or 2 sentence explanation for somebody that's like, what are you guys doing sitting out here?
What's your podcast?
Friends of Zeus.
Zeus podcast.
What's
Everything. We've been doing it for like 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, we welcome you to. We need more followers.
We'd love to have somebody on.
Yeah, we'd have a guest on in a second, but it's just a private. We have like 200 subscribers. But anyway, we just wanted to document all this because it's pretty amazing, and I just interested in getting. A lot of people like are screaming at each other. I just wanted to see like, okay, what's, and I think I asked you, like, what would be something that happened where you were like, okay, we're good.
Pack up camping.
We're gonna pack up and go.
What's it gonna
Like, what-
take
What would you need to see to feel that your concerns are being addressed and that you're satisfied with that?
I'm not really interested in.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay,
All
that's
right.
fair. That's
We're
fine.
just documenting stuff. That's cool. All right. I mean, and this has been here. You said 2 months, ish. How about is this like I go by Blinken's house all the time? Oh, I'm sorry. I go by Blinken's house for work. I drive by there. Is this the same organization, or is that like a whole different group of people? Have you guys know what I mean? There's a lot of protesters out there.
We're not an organization. It's just like a group of, pro-humanity people.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a podcast.
Yeah, we have a podcast. We're
just
so you know,
documenting
we're not,
stuff.
like being agitants or anything. We're just like we
We
wanted
have
to ask
questions.
We have
So we
questions.
were just down at by the Israeli embassy and talked to some people over there. But here, I work in this. Oh, I'm Michael and that's Zeus. It's Friends of Zeus podcast. We do a podcast.
Yeah, we're just documenting. We're just trying to figure everything out.
And
We are the same people. Like the
that's what I
embassy.
was. Yeah, I mean, because
Yeah,
I
we're the
recognize
same.
some of the signs and
No,
stuff. Because that's they've been there for that I know has been there for like 2 months at least.
Right.
Because I've seen 2 or 3. Because I drive by there for work all the time. They have signs that say like "Don't honk." I don't know if that's from the police.
Yeah.
And you guys have honk.
And then there was one that said honk.
I know, but that's the thing. I was like, they said honk, and then like I'm used to it saying "Don't honk."
Don't honk is from the police.
Is what?
That's from the police.
Yeah, because and the thing is like, was honking support or is honking? I guess honking support.
Yeah, honking is support. Laying your arm down on the
That's
the
not
horn,
support.
Different.
All right. Well, we're just
Different
gonna
vibe. Yeah.
we're gonna keep walking.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time very much.
We have the green. All right.
Walk by.
Do you get a picture of this?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm out as wide as it goes, man. And so there's a little bit more down here. Honk. So this is the place they let you honk. If you want to honk. Oh, look, bamboo.
It's illegal. You know?
No, but it's like bamboo rods. You can use them for like signs and stuff.
Yeah, but
So here's,
but actually, growing bamboo is illegal.
yeah. So this is interesting to me because it's similar to, a lot of people object to like the anti-abortion signs
Yeah, that's what I
You
was
know,
saying earlier. Yeah.
because it's like so over the top and people are, when I was here the other day, there's people like walking by with little kids and stuff like that. And I'm like, wonder what, like how do you, if you're a parent, what do you say to your kid?
Right. Exactly.
Well, let's turn, because it kind of ends here. We're going to go back around to the other side. Honk for Palestine. I mean, there's no one here on the Israel side. I said there's no one here from like the embassy or anything. Here's the back of the sign. So, what was the deal with, do you know anything about the handprints?
Nah.
There was like something where during the Golden Globes or the Academy Awards, people were wearing pins that had like red handprints. Kibbutz Israel. Kibbutz. Or is it just, there's someone honking? Again, it's, and I'll just get a shot of this. Israel bombed schools. You know, I don't know.
So this says it has to do with missing and murdered Indigenous women.
Has to do with what? So they've been here as long as the other one. And then here's the embassy. And it's interesting that they put up, I've been by here for work, and they normally don't have all of these flags. They have one on a flagpole. So the embassy's definitely doing some counter
Why wouldn't they?
programming. Yeah. You know what I found kind of interesting though? Except for, I guess it was Melissa, no, the First Lady. They didn't really have an answer. Like, don't you think you would have an answer?
For what?
Like, what would it take for you to not be here?
It's not popular to say eradication goal.
That's what I'm trying to get at. So this is posters of hostages, and I don't know how these are organized, if these are ones that are still missing, ones that are confirmed dead, or just hostages in general. And these are all on the fence here at the embassy. And they're just lining the fences all around. And then And then, so right over here, across the street, that is the embassy for China, Chinese embassy, right across the street. And rounding the corner here is International Drive. Looks like more posters. Yeah, I think that's all of them. I mean, that's a lot of posters, and I'm not seeing repeats.
Yeah, you are.
I am?
That girl.
Oh. It's bananas. Oh, you got some shots of this, too? No, it was there. It was in the driveway.
Well, there's the driveway right there too. But I think that is.
Oh, no, I think you are correct. I think you are correct. Who knows? Oh, there he is, Bushnell. That's the dude.
There's a picture of him here.
Oh, and there it is up there. So, we've had what, like 4 people self-immolate in our country in the last 2 years? Something like that? Isn't that kind of crazy?
I think that should become a trend too.
I mean, much like in Gaza, they really celebrate people that quote-unquote martyr themselves. You know?
That's why they're martyrs.
Has it been pretty peaceful here? Because the lady said they've been here like 2 months or so. I didn't know that. I knew that. I knew that they were.
You're allowed to report.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I think.
Because I drive by Blinken's house a lot for work, and it's a similar sort of thing. Do they need like a DC permit, or is it sort of like, hey, just do this?
So the protest in the District of Columbia,
Yeah.
you don't need a permit. It's encouraged
Yeah.
because it gives us as police forces an
Localized
ability
groups of
to
people.
plan for it, and if there's going to be a counter protest, we could put barriers or staff it with enough officers.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, no, legally, you don't need a permit, but it just helps everybody out for the planning.
That's what I was
That's
telling
what-
you, right?
That's what he was saying.
I said you got your groups. They're gonna congregate there.
You'd rather know where they are.
And my attitude is to pick your battles. This ain't the battle you're gonna fight. Standing
Yeah.
on the corner, saying some stuff. The battle you're gonna fight is when they're going into colleges and stuff like that.
Has it? I mean, I'm hoping. Is it like this all the time? Does the people like that are
Really
going over to
rally
GW? Do they come here and make noise and all that stuff,
You
or
see a lot of the same protesters at
the same place?
causes, events with the same causes. Sure.
Have you had to break anything up here? Or? Good.
Minor, very minor stuff.
We'll
Fist
keep it
fights,
that
stuff
way.
like
Yeah.
that.
Silliness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silliness on all from everybody.
I'm so in the middle on all this. I honestly just don't want innocent people in the middle of that.
It's just- it's-
I don't think anybody wants innocent people to die.
Yeah. It's just funny because like we were going up and of course we're recording and then they're like recording us and I'm like, okay, that's cool. They're like, we just want to make sure you're safe. I'm
Just
like,
remember to
10
say
years,
the name of.
everybody's interaction is going to be.
I know.
Hello, nice to meet you.
I feel very uncomfortable holding this. Well, we'll let you go, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for
Take care,
talking to us.
Thank you.
Very cool.
What's your podcast?
Friends of
Friends
Zeus.
of Zeus podcast.
You can look at Friends of Zeus.
Zeus podcast.
Friends of Zeus?
His name's Zeus.
I'm Zeus.
Stop
Friends
it.
of mine.
I'm not. That's his real name. What's it?
Yeah.
Tell him what your middle name is.
Oh, thanks. Poseidon. My
Yeah.
parents were assholes.
Zeus
You didn't
Poseidon.
change that? You didn't legally change that?
No. I think this is gonna be a good little.
I wish there were more people we could talk to. I mean, we talked to 3. We talked to everyone we saw. So,
I think the cop's gonna be the best part. He was frank. Didn't show any political sides.
and I wouldn't want him to. He's a professional. At least when he's on duty. You know, he can say whatever he wants when he's off duty.
I was dead on with why they're letting all this go on, though. You got everybody
See,
in one.
normally they've got like the one. They don't have that big flag. They have just the flag pole, but they added like a bunch of other ones. Let's wait for them to come in. So it's right up here. See these orange cones? His house is on the left. I've been here before when they've had like the big government SUVs coming and going.
Yeah.
And see, now they say no honking. I'm not going to stop right this moment because we're going to walk.
Did you like my line about honking's okay? Laying your hand on the.
Yeah, not okay.
Oh, they got their little groups here.
Look, the same signs. Different shifts. Same signs.
There's people here.
Same black sign. There's one here?
People to talk to, maybe.
Yeah. Or pull behind that guy. This is where I've seen people parked.
house up here on the right.
He lives in Arlington.
Yeah, so here's the county line. Now one thing, I'm going to stand here in the shade for a second. This is right on the Arlington County, Virginia, Fairfax County, Virginia county line. And this says Federal Protective Operation. This area in use as part of a federal protective operation. Authorized personnel only behind this line. Any person passing this line may be fined or imprisoned for 1 year. Do not cross. So, one thing I will say, just looking objectively here across the street, is that the Free Palestine, Let Gaza Live sign, ceasefire now, that's the exact same flag they had over there. That's probably on like Amazon, you can probably get it. That black sign, Stop Genocide and War Crimes, with the field goal thing on it, they had the exact same thing over there. It was exactly the same. And also that yellow sign, full ceasefire in Gaza, that was also, they had a ton of those there as well. And then again, they have pictures on the Jersey walls here, and I'm assuming those are people that have died in Gaza. Or Palestinians that have died, would be my assumption. After this silver car, I'm going to walk down here. Well, I'm going to stand here for a second, and then I'll cross.
You're going to jail?
Am I? And again, so this has been here about the same amount of time as the other one. I don't know whose cars these are. You know?
You want to go?
Wait, watch this red car coming.
I'm sure that the unorganized organizers are saying, if anybody comes to talk to you, start recording and answer whatever they say.
I bet you they'll do the same thing.
Yeah, they will.
Okay.
I'm pretty good with this stuff.
So should we cross and walk against the Jersey wall? No.
No, I think we should walk down
to the next break.
Side of the fence.
Yeah, to the next break. So yeah, so they've got not a lot of room to walk on the road here. Not really. Okay, is it good?
Yeah. That's his house?
Can I ask you a quick question? Should I come down?
Can we come down there? Oh, okay. I get it. I
don't want to walk on that side. So I'm.
You missed Blinken by 5 minutes.
Oh, darn.
5 minutes.
And that's so this is Zeus. I'm Michael.
Hey,
we have a
Zayna.
Like
Zayna.
Yeah. Okay.
We have a podcast.
Yeah, we have a podcast. We're intense or anything. We're just like we
have questions. We were just down at the we were down by the Israeli embassy and talked to some people over there. But here, I work in this. Oh, I'm Michael and that's Zeus. It's Friends of Zeus podcast. We do a podcast.
Yeah, we're just documenting. We're just trying to figure everything out.
And
We're the same people. Like
that's what I was. Yeah, I mean, because I recognize some of the signs and stuff.
We're the same people.
Yeah.
But with this one, and I'm not. It's not like I just landed on Earth yesterday. Like I kind of know what's going on to some extent. You know, at least from what I can divulge from what I really read. But I drive by here all the time, so I saw you guys out here like 3 months. Has it been like 3 months? 2 months? It's been a while.
January.
Since 5 months.
January.
Okay, so 4 months.
Yeah.
Since that's Secretary Blinken's house, what is the difference between what you're looking at here? Like, why is he
A focus.
a focus? Like specific, like
Well, he's the Secretary of
he's a Secretary of State.
State, and he actually has the president's ears. You know, he's actually a policymaker. He's the one who can make a difference.
So it's more to get his attention. It's
Yeah,
not necessarily protesting him. It's, hey, look at us.
Well,
Okay.
well, he's probably
in the genocide that's taking place. And so he's an important one for us.
and he's meeting with everybody all the time, right?
What?
He's meeting with foreign leaders. I mean, he's flying around
Yeah, he's doing everything. He's doing all the best things that he's been doing.
He has the power to stop them.
a lot, or at
Yeah,
least
just mix
he's
him up
advocating.
He's got ears. I mean,
Yeah.
other people's ears, not
Yeah.
his own.
He has the power.
Yeah.
He has the power himself to.
Yeah, we
has
believe
the
he
power.
has
He has
power.
the influence
Yeah, he definitely has the influence. Oh,
of that power.
Yeah.
He could make a difference.
gotcha.
He chooses this.
The thing that I think that's
Are
interesting,
you in this video?
I am. You can video me. I'm just doing it just so I can.
Yeah, we did it
record.
over there. They were. If that's a problem, we can.
But the thing with Blinken, and this is where like he is not liked by a lot of people. Like people that are more on the right don't really like Blinken that much, and then there are a lot of people that are advocating for Gaza and Palestinians. They don't like him that much, and it just seems that's why it was just interesting to me. I'm like, nobody seems to really like this. Like I don't even know who's supporting him right now, other than I mean I guess the establishment
You would know
is.
if you listen to his interviews with Bibi Netanyahu, you would know who he's
Is he supporting like full-throated like with
I
Israel?
will not influence your thoughts.
Yeah.
Take
No,
your
I'm
time.
curious. I'm asking.
I
Yeah.
mean, the first thing he said
It's right
when
there.
he went to Israel after October 7th, he said, I come to you as a Jew. So he is 100%.
Okay, wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's the first
Okay.
statement that uttered from his mouth. And
But
you know, that,
watch his interviews.
Okay.
Watch
Fair enough.
Watch it, and then you make your own stand.
That's fair.
Yeah.
No, that's
See where
great.
He stands for us Americans.
It's just weird to have someone that so many people don't seem to like because like if I listen to all kinds of media.
Get that much power.
I know. That's what I don't know. Well, he's appointed, right? Secretary of State's appointed.
Yeah.
Why? When he
But he
has-
was a hero when Ukraine happened. You know, they loved him.
Was he in the Obama administration as well, Blinken? Was he in the Obama administration in the State Department?
I'm not sure if he was.
I'm sure he was. I'm sure he was edging
Probably.
towards a political position and all that.
Another I just flipped the bird. Another and this is I'm honestly asking this question. What is, because we want to do an episode on this as well, because what is like what is Zionism? Like how do you define that? Because here's what when I listen to people and they're like, look, I don't dislike Jewish people, but I'm against what the government of Israel is doing, right? And I can see there's a delineation there, right? I mean, it's like, I think you can not like Israel and
been around
not...
for over 3,000 years. Zionists have been around till
Like the 1800s?
About 130, if you want to give it. So Zionism is not
Old.
about. It's not about Judaism. It is not. It is not.
It's
It is
not
a
a-
very, very young political movement and university. The Jew been there forever in that land. It's a religion. It's a religion.
Right.
Or like a sect.
Any other religion. It's not a set of group of people. I have Jewish ancestry in me.
Right.
My ancestor have converted to different religions. So who I am?
Yeah, right. Is
So
it...
how do you explain that?
But is Zionism... Is it... From,
It's
and again,
an idea.
but
It's an idea.
it's directly linked to Israel, though, isn't it? Like, in other words, isn't it about like?
Connected to other religions.
Well,
Okay.
No.
Okay.
but
I'm a buffoon when it comes to religions. I'll be quite frank.
Really, it doesn't take much
To look.
to look this up. It does not.
Well, I did. No,
there
so
was a book that was released.
when I looked
After
up,
the book was released, it's collected, people who supported the idea of Zionism, and after that, the people started moving around and just getting involved in the politics of it.
Right.
It became what it became, but it doesn't take so much time to do your own
Like
research.
it does.
like a
It-
political
no,
marker.
and that's fair. And I'm
It's much better for you to read it than hear it from anyone else, because every one of us have our own opinion inserted in it.
here's when, and I did read
Yeah,
some.
but even the
and
person that wrote it has an opinion. I'd rather
but
hear it.
then-
I'd rather hear it
okay.
from a person who's talking to me with polite discourse, and I'll read between the lines. But I'd rather hear it from a living person. We are like the Quran. People have remembered it over thousands and thousands of years by word. They memorize it. That's powerful. Words from our minds, I think, is far more than reading something. I could write something and just mimic what somebody else wrote, but your expressions, the tonality of how you're talking, all these things are kind of important. I'm finding this a very invigorating conversation. I like listening to what you have to say rather than reading it.
We're just driving
Just
by.
me.
So, and when I read into it, it was it kind of came out of the late 19th century, and it had to do with Jewish people, religious-wise, even though they're different nationalities, advocating for a state, I guess, and that's what ended up becoming Israel. But that they believe that Jewish people, even though they have different genealogical backgrounds, right, from Europe, from all over the world, that Israel or Judea Samaria is a Israeli or is a Jewish state. I mean, that's in a nutshell what I've understood. And if you support that, then you're a Zionist, and if you're like, I'm not with that, then you're not. But anyway, I'll read some more on it. Your point is well taken, for sure.
It is very, very important
To educate yourself.
But would that idea make you a native of the land?
Well, what?
With an idea. With an idea.
With an
a
idea.
movement make you a native of the land?
An idea of a movement making you a native. That's the question, right? Yeah. It's like, what is culture? Is it in your blood? Is it in your the outside culture that you're in?
For me, culture is a combination of everything. Your political thoughts, the food you eat, what you read. Culture is an amalgamation of many things about a person or people. That's how I would look at it.
But would you say, I mean, to me, it seems like a lot in the press makes this like a religious thing, and it seems to be more of a political thing.
It is. It's a political movement. It is really
On all sides.
another
On all
political
sides.
movement. Because the Jew existed thousands of years. Muslim were 1400 years. The Christianity we know is by the date.
Right.
Right? And then Judaism was before that, right? So there's no such thing in that. So it is a very because
they lived together very well.
Yes.
It's not a religious thing. It was never a problem.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to keep you in the hot sun, and I don't want to stay in the hot sun. But no, thanks for talking. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm Michael.
What's your name?
Zaina.
Oh,
Zaina.
that's right, Zaina. I'm sorry.
remember.
You did say that.
Yeah.
I'm Michael. That's Zeus.
So I forget everybody's name.
And that's his real name.
Yeah.
That is his real name.
Oh, okay.
It's not a put on.
But I'm not Greek.
Yeah, but he's not
That's
Greek.
apparent by the complexion.
Can I somewhere where we
Can I ask both of you? This is a tough question, but I want to
So
ask
who
this.
do you work with for? What are you representing? You're just
We have a
yourself?
podcast,
Uh-huh.
and we touch on these things. Can I ask? This is going to be the toughest question.
Is it on Spotify?
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Friends of
Yeah.
Zeus podcast. You may not agree with everything we say. We're
That's
very
a shirt.
frank.
I think people are free to have their opinion.
Yeah.
I'm a big person
This is-
on free speech.
This is our shirt. That's me. That's Zeus. That's Desiree.
And
Tom.
Oh.
Jason and
Oh,
Chad.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I want to ask this is a tough question, and I mean no offense by it, but I'm interested in your views on October 7th. And I'm not trying to be inflammatory. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But I'd love to hear views from pro-Palestinian supporters, how they felt about that.
Well, for me, it's just one thing. Things did not start. Nothing started on October. Like, things did not start on October 7th.
Okay.
So there's a whole history behind it.
So you see it as like it's in a continuum.
Yeah, it's been 75 years. It's been 75 years.
1948.
These are an occupier who carrying killing people for 75 years. So it was nothing was new after 7th.
Right.
Well, and again, I mean no offense. What about the violence of it?
So for me, I'm not.
And I'm not calling you violent.
What about the violence of 1948? If you
understand.
could understand that, if you could answer me to that,
Sure.
read about the villages and the massacres that happened in the villages.
Okay.
Read about that.
I will.
Watch the
What's-
documentaries that those soldiers from those days.
I have seen some of those.
And they say it with a lot of pride. They say it.
Yeah.
So you gotta understand that
Again, I'm
this
not.
is you can't take one day out of a history and ask people about it. It is
Fair enough.
It is just not right.
And how
I
about
wasn't
It
trying
is
to
just
offend
not
you with
right.
There is
it.
also-
I'm not offended.
Okay,
This
okay.
is the first question. Anyone who is anti-war, this war or any other war is a no. It's just.
I'm not
nothing more in
putting
it.
my thoughts into it.
I
I'm
also tend to feel-
trying to get an honest.
I
yeah.
also
voice
tend to
opinion.
feel the question is about October 7th is unfair because,
Okay.
like for me, I'm not Palestinian. I did not live in Gaza or anywhere or
None of us.
anywhere,
Yeah.
and I have not been under occupation by the Israelis all my life. And then when people ask me that question, it's not fair. If I was living there and I was living at my home and somebody comes and takes my home and kicks me out, and
Yeah.
then October 7th happened, do you think I would say that's a bad thing? I mean, that's a resistance. That's not accepting what's happening to me. So questioning us about October 7th, questioning, what do you think about October 7th is an unfair question.
Well, I'm certainly not trying to be
Yeah.
unfair.
No,
I was
I mean, in
more.
general.
I hadn't even thought about it, but she had mentioned it earlier when you were talking, and that kind of.
And I mean, in general, this is a question that's been asked all the time. I'm like, what do you think of October 7th? So I really think it's unfair.
I'm sorry. I
It's
did
a
not mean to
resistance.
come across as
No,
unfair.
it's okay, but I just,
But
in
from my
general-
perspective, people were always learning. I'm asking the question because I need to learn. You know what I mean? I'm not asking to indicate guilt or innocence.
yeah.
I'm asking
And then,
to learn, just to learn.
Death is too many. One death is
Exactly.
too many. That's my answer. One
That's a great
death
answer.
is too many.
We actually
And
mentioned
is
that
what it
earlier.
is.
We were just talking about it. And I was like, at this point, one death on either side
It
is.
is too many. One death anywhere is one too many.
and the
That's
Israel has to
such
defend
a
itself.
spectacular answer.
That's
right.
what it is. That's when I look at it.
Yeah.
Because I am not Palestinian. I have no connection to that.
Where are you?
I'm from Iraq.
Okay.
Here's, another question, just because we've asked some other people, and what would need to happen for you to say, okay, this is resolved in a good way, and we're gonna take down these Jersey walls and go home?
Ceasefire. Please, immediate ceasefire.
Permanent. Not for a day, not for 2 days. Which is what it says on your sign. Which is, yeah. Actually, I gotta go. I gotta go to
Thank you very much
work.
for your time.
I gotta get back to work.
Talking us. It was very nice.
I
to
really
meet you.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, do you think we can get Blinken to come out?
Oh, they said he just left.
Oh, he just left. Oh, okay.
You said he just left, right?
Yeah.
Oh.